Hello there, I'm Nathan Wilk, and I'm here with my assistants. And I will be discussing what to and what not to do while conducting an experiment. In this video, we will cover how to behave, how to dress, and other helpful things to know while conducting an experiment to ensure the safety of the scientists. Firstly, we will cover how to behave. Behavior is very important and can prevent a lab or an experiment going bad very fast. The most important rule in behavior is to not horse around. Horsing around can be dangerous.
Oh,
Who's rule number one?
no horse legs.
Horsing around can lead to people around you or even yourself getting hurt. Don't play with sharp objects. Don't lean, hang over, or sit on the lab table during an experiment. And do not leave your assigned lab area unless the teacher says that it is okay. Do not change the position of glass tubing and do not directly smell the chemicals. If you need to know the smell, waft, do not sniff. Work quietly and make sure that you understand what it's doing by reading the instructions. Do not do anything other than what the instructions or that your teacher tells you to do. Keep all food and drinks away during an experiment, and never, ever eat or drink during an experiment. Do not point the test tube at anyone or yourself. If that test tube breaks, do not pick up the glass yourself. Ask your teacher to help you clean it up.
Oh no! All this broken glass!
All of these incidents mentioned before can cause you to injure yourself or even others. If anyone is ever hurt or anything breaks, you should report it immediately. This equipment includes proper clothing, eye protection, and in some cases, gloves. To put on a glove, have the glove, insert your hand into the glove hole, make sure that each finger is in a finger hole, and then make sure that it is on both of your hands. This will help prevent any chemical damage to your skin on your hand. Sometimes, if there's heat involved, you may have to use thicker gloves to protect your hands from the heat. First, we'll talk about how to get these off. So take one gloved hand, hold it by the bottom, turn it inside out. Then hold that in the gloved hand and do the same thing here. This way, none of the chemicals on the glove will get on your skin. Now, the thicker glove works about the same way as the other gloves did. Voila. Proper clothing consists of clothes that would not get in the way of your lab or experiment, such as this simple shirt or these. Also, closed-toe shoes. No.
Yes.
These things are very, very important to ensure that nothing bad happens and that you do not get hurt or others around you do not get hurt. More safety precautions include eye protection, like lab goggles, or something that will cover your eyes and protect them from harmful substances. This is an example of eye protection. Put strap over your head, like this, and pull the thingies on the side to tighten it so it fits secure. If you do not wear your goggles and something does get into your eyes, let the teacher know and get to an eye wash station. If by chance there's a chemical spill and you get some chemicals on you, let your teacher know as soon as possible, and you may, depending on severity of the spill and the chemicals, have to go to a shower station. Each lab is required to have the shower and the eye wash that I previously stated before. So make sure you know where yours are in your lab and how to get to them safely. Hair that is longer than shoulder length should be tied back. like this. It is very important to be safe and to know what you are doing while dealing with chemicals. Chemicals can be very dangerous, and it is just as important to know of how to dispose them as well as handle them. The cleanup process after a lab is just as important. Keep your lab area clean before and after the lab. Keep solids out of the sink. Also, listen to your teacher on how to dispose of chemicals that you are using properly. Some substances may require a waste container, and others just require to be poured out. Your teacher will let you know and tell you where to put it and how much water to pour down the sink if you are pouring the chemical substance down the sink. In the event of a chemical spill, make sure you first notify your teacher and then clean it up properly. Different things are needed to clean up different chemicals, such as sand, kitty litter, sodium carbonate, paper towels, etc. You also need to notify your teacher in the event of a fire. Every lab should have a fire blanket and a fire extinguisher. In the event of a fire, make sure you use the proper tools that are necessary to extinguish the fire. Fire blankets are used to smother the fire. And to use a fire extinguisher, well, with a fire blanket, you simply put it over the fire. For a fire extinguisher, you want to remove the pin first, and then aim at the fire, pull the activation lever, and move it in a back and forth action. If you need any future reminders on the rules that we just covered, go to uft.org or labsafety.org. These are two very good sites and cover the rules of lab safety very well and can help you remind yourself if you happen to forget. Now, at the end of the video, I've put together a short little quiz for y'all to make sure that you're paying attention during the video, because after all, paying attention is one of the biggest rules in lab safety, and to make sure you understand what the teacher is telling you to do so that you're always safe. The first question is multiple choice, and it is on fire safety. In the event of a fire in a lab, should you A, put gasoline on the fire to put it out, B, put grease on the fire to put it out, C, try to extinguish the fire with paper, or D, use a fire blanket to smother the fire, or a fire extinguisher to put it out? I'll give y'all a few seconds to think this over. It's a hard question. The correct answer is D, fire blanket and fire extinguisher. Do not do the other three, please. Next question is also multiple choice. It's about hair. So if your hair is below shoulder length, so longer than your shoulders, should you A, leave it alone, B, cut it all off, or C, tie it up? The correct answer is C or B, preferably C. The next question is true or false. In the event of a dropped beaker with glass on the floor, you should pick it all up with your hand and scoop it up in one big handful instead of getting a broom and a teacher to help you. False. Thank you for watching this video, and I'd like to thank my assistants for helping me out. Thank y'all again for helping me out. I want to give thanks. You saw them earlier, but that was Riley Bellis, the girl tying her hair up. Ryan Brady was my homie that was filming it most of the time. Let's see, Josh, who was the guy who's acting up all the scenes. Nathan Selbach also helped me film the other half that Ryan couldn't. But yeah, I want to give them the thanks. I'll put faces to names, of course, when I show you all this video. I also want to thank my girl, Miss Gentry, for teaching me all these rules, first of all. Thanks, Miss Ginger. You're the best. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know these rules. So I really do appreciate you helping me out, you know. I'm not sucking up or anything, but you're a great teacher, so thank you.